I am so cold! Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Thank you for tuning in to another Rina K YouTube video. Today I am making a card for our crafting queen, Gina K, because this weekend was her birthday and I actually went to Milwaukee to surprise her for her birthday and I gave her this card. So you're gonna notice a lot of turquoise because if you don't know Gina K, that's her favorite color. And I'm gonna be using a new set that was just part of the last release. I think you guys are really gonna like it, and there's a hair in my mouth. So I know I don't normally show the card at the beginning of the videos, but this was my setup for taking a picture of the card to post on social media earlier, so I just decided to go with it because it's basically all of our products. These are the inks we're gonna be using today. This is Sea Glass, this is Tranquil Teal, this is Jelly Bean Green, and this is the Amalgam ink. This is my Gina K Designs and Thermoweb Sticky Dot Tape Runner. These are metal stickers called nail heads by, oh, that's something in French. I actually took French for 4 years, and the only phrase I can say is puis j'aller à toilette. You can see why I don't know how to speak French. But they're like silver sticky buttons, and we're going to use them on the side here. I'm also going to be using a tiny piece of silver twine, but it's an ugly mess in my ribbon container, so we're not going to bring that out right now. And then we're using this set called Today and Always. I know my dots aren't lined up perfectly, but you know what? You're not always going to nail every dot, so whatever. So we're just going to get started by stamping all the flowers. If you saw this on my hand earlier, that's actually dough. I was making cannelloni. Clearly, I did not do a good job of cleaning up. So the first stamp we're going to start with is this big, bold one. This will help us line everything up. I'm going to put that right in the middle. And then I'm going to be stamping this in Tranquil Teal. Oh, please don't move. I have so many wires and raised edges getting in the way of my Misty lid. I need a bigger space. I always need a bigger space. I just need another house to craft in. Easy enough. No, I forgot to wet my tidy towel. I hate going downstairs to do this. Alright, it's damp. Add sink in reachable distance to my hypothetical crafting house. But I did use that opportunity to wash the dough off, so you know what? It was necessary. Next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take this other flower that's a little smaller. Now I'm going to layer that on this flower that I already stamped. And for this we're going to be using Sea Glass, aka Gina K's favorite color. Could not do Gina K's birthday without doing turquoise. I think I'd be disowned if this card was anything other than turquoise. Beautiful. I know it's hidden, but we're going to add a center that'll make it a little bit more bold. Don't worry. Next, I'm going to take these two centers. They look like hairballs, but trust me, they look pretty when they stamp. And we're going to stamp them in black amalgam ink. Come on. Oh, I just ripped my purple tape. And I'm going to do these at the same time because they're both the same color. Screw it. And I like to double stamp this just to make sure it's really dark, because sometimes when you stamp the edges of black over another stamp that's already dark, you can see through it, but not if you double stamp the amalgam. Oh, there we go. Perfect. Next I'm going to take this leaf that I did not put on the right way, but ignore that. And we're going to line these up here, here, and I think around here. And these will be stamped in Jelly Bean Green. Okay, and one more. I don't know why I'm rotating this paper when I'm moving the stamp. Just, my mind is permanently in wreath builder mode. Okay, so that is what that graphic looks like. And the last thing we're gonna add to this is this giant today, to emphasize that today is Gina's day. Then it can go back to me. It might not fit perfectly, but you know what? You guys know who you're watching right now. I've been having to re-glue nails for multiple videos in a row now. Maybe you guys will be lucky and see one fly off in real time. Look at that level of crisp! That level of crispy is what Gina K deserves on her birthday. Moving on, I'm going to take my white strip of paper. This is a 2" by 5" strip. And I'm going to tape it in place. And the magnet is not an option for this stamp. So I'm just going to layer it so dots cover every region of it. And the first thing we're gonna do is use sea glass, and this might take multiple stamps. So make sure it's firmly on the Misty pad. This could pass for a background stamp, honestly. Has the same effect when using an ink cube. Takes a lot of time. Beautiful! Now dots are sometimes hard to stamp, just because they're so small, so don't be afraid to give it another go. There's a lot of dots too to ink up, so it's easy to miss one. I need a shirt that says, "Thank God I had a Misty." There we go. Vibrant as can be. Next thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to shimmy my dots over a little bit. If they overlap, it's okay. Let them befriend each other. But that doesn't look like there's going to be a lot of overlap. Okay, and now we're going to use our black amalgam ink once more. So that's how that looks, and if you don't like that and think that that looks a little too weird and like you just shifted the stamp a ½ inch to the left, then you don't get an opinion. I went through and I added a couple more dots with a Copic marker because I did think that looked a little weird, but you could also just cut it down. There's no rules here. You'll have to excuse if you see little black hairs everywhere. I trimmed Mishy's butt hairs today. So now we're just gonna assemble our card parts. I made some black layering with an 1/8 of an inch edge, and I'm just gonna apply. I did that for the strip of dots, and I did that for my Today flower. A little uneven, but not going back. Okay, that is not acceptable. There we go. And now we can start to organize this. So I'm going to seal the strip down with sticky dot tape, and then I'm using 3D foam squares for the Today flower. Here is what my silver twine looks like, so I'm going to keep that out of frame. And then I'm going to take out my stick tool. It's a little dirty, I'm not sure why that is. And I'm going to add a little dot right here. Actually, I'm going to put 2 and make a little loop with the silver twine. Then I'm going to be using one of these things. Not sure what it's called, but my God, is it saving my life. So I'm going to put one end through the hole, and then I'm going to take this little greeting. I put the "Is Your Day" greeting to go along with the Today on this tiny little tag that I used from the Gina and Thermoweb decorative tag set. Use the tiniest one if you couldn't figure that out. And now I'm just going to yank this one through as well. Make it a little bit looser to give it a little loop, and there we go. I'm just going to cut this and tape it on the back. If you don't trust that, you can put a little piece of scrap paper over that spot, because I don't trust that. And I want it to stay. I'm flying to Milwaukee tomorrow in this snowstorm. It might need the extra security. So finally, I'm going to take my 3D foam squares, put them on the back, and then attach it to the card. So this will go right here. Does that look even? Oh, I'm not prying it off now. Alright, last thing I'm doing is taking these silver tout de couleur, whatever, I don't know. Now I'm going to take this metallic strip of dots, and I'm going to cut out about 6 and put them on the edge there. Now to make them look the same struggle I encounter every morning while putting on my eyebrows. Okay, that is as good as we're going to get. I'm going to add a little foam square on this tag. I don't want it jumping around all willy-nilly while I get catapulted over the Mississippi. There we go. Precious! So this is the finished card, and now to travel to Milwaukee and give it to her. I'm about to be gross in the next scene. Airport gross. Okay, hello everyone. Rina K here. I am in my mom's store, Village Paper and Ink, and I brought the card to deliver to her today. Today is her birthday, and I went and I got some fun balloons. You can see this one kind of looks like a wreath builder, but it's also kind of ugly, but whatever. We're gonna give them to her and hopefully surprise her, and hopefully I don't trip and fall and ruin it and spoil it before she turns around. So ignore how crusty I look. I just got off an airplane. I don't know what, but no. Interesting.
Drop the card.
Oh my god! Stop! I did it again! Oh my goodness!
Look, I got a wreath builder.
This beautiful card.
Aw,
Thank you, honey.
you're welcome, Hayden.
So excited you're here. How long are you here for?
Sunday, like 4.
Wow.
And then I have to edit as I'm on the plane.
Wow.
Surprise!
So that is the end of the video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. My mom was very surprised and we got chicken wings after I surprised her, so it was a great weekend. For last week's video, I promised a $25 gift certificate per usual, and the winners are right here. So if you see your name here, remember to submit I won the Rina K giveaway to info@ginakdesigns.com and we will send you your products right away. This week is no different. I am doing a $25 gift certificate, which will come in handy because we have a release on February 19th with a bunch of new goodies that I'm sure everyone wants. I really want them. Haven't gotten them yet. But you can possibly win the giveaway by answering the question, how cold is it where you are? Just give me the temperature that is on your weather app. I'll look up my temperature right now. I live in Minneapolis and it is 25 degrees outside. And it is about 3 degrees in this room right now, so anxiously waiting for spring. But if you answer the question, how cold or warm is it where you live, you can possibly win the gift certificate in time for next release. So thank you guys for watching. I hope to see you guys in the next video, and I hope you like this one. Okay, bye!